Hello dear students, welcome back to the lecture series of Object Oriented Programming. In this lecture, we are going to see the simple C++ program. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to design, compile and run simple C++ program. Please have a look on this program. It is a very simple program which gives you the output as welcome to OOP classes. If you observe the first line, it is hash include IOStream. Hash is a preprocessor directive which is not a C++ statement and it is processed by the preprocessor which is a program called by the compiler. Hash include tells the compiler to include the contents of the file. Now which file? Here we have IOStream file. Hash include IOStream file tells the hash include IOStream line tells the compiler to include the contents like declaration of identifiers as cout, cin, library functions of standard IOStream file. IOStream file is a standard input-output stream file. The identifiers as cout and cin are declared in that file. In C++, instead of printf and scanf statement, we are going to use cout and cin statement respectively. Then the next line is using namespace std. Namespace defines the scope of identifiers that are used in the program. It is used as an additional information to differentiate similar functions, classes, variables, etc. For using the identifiers like cout, cin defined in the namespace, we must use the directive as using namespace std. std is the namespace where ANSI C++ standard class libraries are defined. Now, if you observe the next line, that is a main function, int main, which declares the function main which returns the integer value. The main function is enclosed with opening and closing braces. Opening braces indicates the beginning of the function and the closing braces indicates the end of the function. In between the opening and closing braces, the body of the function exists, which is also considered as a block of compound statements. It is a sequence of 0 or more statements enclosed by opening and closing parentheses. Every C++ program begins with main function no matter where the function is located in the whole program. A function is a group of statements that are designed to perform the specific task. Every C++ program must have main function that is considered as a master, and operating system calls this master. When main wants another function to perform the task, it calls that respective function, and when that function, which is considered as a slave, completes the execution of its statement, it returns control to the master. The word int in front of main indicates that main is a value returning function and returns an integer value. If you observe, one more statement is available in the program, that is return 0. This statement is used to return the existing status of the application. Return 0 indicates the return value 0 to its caller. The returning 0 is a success status, like saying the program worked fine. If the value is not 0, it indicates that some errors are there in the program. Once you have completed the program, you have to save that program with program.cpp, then compile the program with the command g++ program name.cpp, and to check the output, we have to give the statement as ./a.out. We will get the output of this program as welcome to OOP class. Now, how to give comments in the C++? You can use / symbol to give the comments in the C++, as well as for the multi-line comments you can use the symbol \*, and the statements which you want to comment, and then at the end of the statement you can write star backslash. If you observe in our program, there is a statement cout welcome to OOP class, which can be stated as printf statement in the C language, and that statement is a output operator or the output statement. The variables and expressions can be written out using the special variable named as cout, which is a keyword along with the insertion operator. This is the insertion operator we have used. Cout is a predefined object that represents standard output stream, that is OStream class, which is usually the desktop screen. Of course, we are going to display the output on the desktop on the screen. Everything followed by the insertion operator, that is character, is displayed to the output device. If you observe in our program, we have welcome to the OOP class, which is after the insertion operator. That statement follows the insertion operator. So whatever follows in the double inverted commas, the insertion operator, that will be displayed on the screen, that is our output welcome to OOP class. Then the insertion operator is also called as a put operator. The output statement prints the little string exactly same as they appear inside the double quotes. The next one is input operator. In our program, we have not used that in our input operator, but in our next programs we are going to use that input operator. The process of placing the values from outside data set into the variables in a program is known as input. Of course, through keyboard we are going to give some input to our program, so that that input will be processed by our program and then it will give us some output. Computer reads that data which comes from the input device, that is keyboard in our case, or from input file. Then that data will be executed, that data will be processed by the computer. The predefined object cin, which is a keyword in C++ programming language, represents the standard input stream, that is istream class, along with extraction operator used to take the value from input device as a keyboard. If you observe the figure from keyboard, input will be considered, that input will be as per our program, and that input will go through the predefined object cin, which represents the standard input stream, that is istream class, and the extraction operator, along with the extraction operator, that value will be given to the, that value which we have entered, that will be given to the variable which is included in our program. The extraction operator is also called as a get operator. I hope you have understood the simple C++ program. Now let us see the cascading of operators. We have the insertion operator and we have the extraction operator. Insertion operator is used for output and extraction operator is used for input. Now how to cascade? That cascading of those operators is valid in C++ programming. For example, if you see the program, if you see the statement here, cout, then extraction operator, insertion operator total, then again insertion operator total, it will display the total to the cout, and then whatever the value is calculated, that value will be stored in the total, and that value will be sent to the screen, and after that the new line character will be sent to the screen. Then the next example, that is cascading of extraction operator, that is num1 and num2. These are the two variables, and in these two variables we are going to give the input from the user, and there are two extraction operators are used to take the input from the input device, that is from keyboard, and whatever the input, the two input that will be stored in our variables, that is num1 and num2. So likewise, cascading of the insertion operator and extraction operator is valid in a C++ programming language. So I hope you have understood the simple C++ program and how to cascade the input operator and output operator in the C++ program. Thank you.